Hey guys, welcome back to another video, where today I'm on StrangeCraft. So StrangeCraft is basically an SMP where we have a bunch of people and we basically just mess around and have some fun and build some cool stuff. So yeah, basically my starter base right now is pretty insane. As you can see, I have these two chests in the ground, these two shulker boxes, and my bed. I don't really plan on living here forever, but I have put a portal here just to start off. And as you can see, I already have a bunch of stuff. That's just stuff that I was given when we were doing the tour around the server to see where everything was. Otherwise, I'd be completely lost right now. And I guess I kind of am, because I kind of just flew in random directions until I got here. But I did actually find a nice little area to put a little tiny starter base way over there. So let's start heading over this way. So I was on my way to the starter base, but it seems like there's a guy trying to shoot at me down there. Oh, did I get one? Oh, no way. Let's go. So here is the location I've picked out for a starter base, mainly because there is a shipwreck on this island. There's also, as you can see, a huge guardian temple over there, which is pretty nice, but it's also terrifying and probably going to be really annoying because, as you can see, you can hear the guardian noises from really far away. Like, I just heard some right here and it's all the way over there. And the elder guardians are still alive in there, so I might occasionally get mining fatigue while I'm trying to work on something, which would kind of suck. But I know what a lot of you guys are thinking, like, oh yeah, you can make a guardian farm here, but there's already a community guardian farm that everybody has access to on the server, so it would be pretty much useless for me to do. But basically, I've just found this little shipwreck on this island right here, and I've just hollowed out a little bit of area inside of it, as you can see in here. But I'm going to try to make this a little more useful, just by doing things like getting rid of this so I can actually get into my own base, and break this wall. Yep, that connects. So we can just break this little wall right here, just so we can have a little wall inside. And I'll try to make this look a little bit nicer with the stuff I have right now, which really isn't much. So I'll see you in a little bit. Yes! I got him to kill the creeper. Okay, well now I have a music disc. I think that's stall, if I'm right? Yeah, that's stall. As you can see, I've made a lot of progress so far on the island. I've just made this look a lot more sandy, which is exactly what I was going for. I still have some stuff to fill in right here, but I've also modified the ship a little bit. I've been trying to make it look a little bit better. I'm not sure if I've done that as I thought I did or not, but I think the island does look better at least. Obviously, I'm not done yet. Okay, so I think I've got the basic shape of this island down. It's definitely not a square anymore, it's more of an oval. And I've also worked on this ship a little bit, just trying to make it look as nice as I can. It's kind of hard because I don't have that much to work with. I kind of have to take stuff from the ship and then put it down. And I also have to think that I'm building a ship sideways, which is kind of weird. And these two blocks are very strange as well. But I tried my best and I came up with this so far. Okay, so I've added a little bit more detail into this island with a little bit of sandstone. And I think that looks a lot better. But obviously in the future, I can add a lot of stuff to this island to make it look a lot better. But for now, I'm going to start moving all my stuff from my island over there into this little area right here. And I'm also going to have to figure out how to make the chest look nice in here. Alright, so I'm back at my island, and I've put in all of my stuff into these chests right here. So this is all my stuff in here. I also need to put down a bed, so I can just put that probably right there. Make sure it's at my spawn point. But I noticed that I still have this trident, and I haven't done anything with it. So what I'm going to do is probably put Riptide on it so I don't have to use rockets as much, especially because I'm in the middle of the ocean. So this could actually be really, really useful for me, so I don't have to use as many rockets. Alright, I found it. The Great Emerald Mines. This is where I think we can just take all these crops and trade them. Alright, so that took a lot longer than I expected. So as you can see, it took so long actually that I ended up switching into my Christmas skin. And I was actually in my Halloween skin in the last clip, which is kind of weird because it was like November, like the end of November, which is really weird. But yeah, I ended up getting really distracted, and I ended up not doing my trident. I ended up doing all of my armor and everything, and also all of my swords. I actually got two, one with smite, one with sharpness. And I also got both picks, Fortune and Silk Touch, an axe with Silk Touch, a Fortune hoe that just has this. I was just using it for the crops. And I also got a shovel that I have got Silk Touch for, but I haven't put it on yet. And that's because there's something I want to do over in the shopping district. So let's go head over there. And I already flew in the wrong direction. Alright, so after getting lost very many times, I ended up finding my way to the shopping district, and this is exactly what I was looking for. There's this little guy right here, which is the grass monster, and basically what this is it's a community project to just remove all of the mycelium in the shopping district. So I was thinking I could pitch into this by removing a huge chunk of mycelium. So let's just do it. Alright, so because the water was taking a while to get rid of all the dirt, I decided to leave it overnight, which is what we call a mistake. A big mistake. What ended up happening is the water was causing some lag on the server, so they had to remove the water, and that's why all of the mycelium grew back. So I'm just gonna have to basically just do this the old-fashioned way, break all the mycelium and replace it with grass manually. So let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, so I finished this huge portion of mycelium. So as you can see, I've removed a ton of the mycelium. If I can just get over here and fly up, you can see that I've cleared out a huge area of mycelium and replaced it with grass. So the shopping district looks a lot nicer and greener now, which is good. But I think it's time that we move on to the next project, and I should probably take this head off. So now I'm going to actually add a ice highway that goes over to my base, because as you can see, what I have to do to get to my base every single time from the shopping district is go through this area right here, and then I'll have to fly towards the -Z, which I can never seem to find, which is over here, and basically just fly around until I can get over, dodge the gas fireballs, and as you can see, it's very inconvenient because I still cannot find my way over there, despite doing this route very many times. Oh, there it is. Okay, I finally found my way back over to this portal, which is actually pretty hard. I had to get very close to that love under there, which is pretty scary. And also there's a bastion right next to here, so I will need to protect my portal a little bit more. So this will also help with that. So let's just go ahead and get our materials for this. So I'll need to actually mine some ice for this too. Actually, before that, I need to move my portal over to my actual base, because this is just a random island that I decided to choose to put my portal at. So I'll actually put it in the island where my base is on. Alright, so my portal came out over here, just right above where my other portal was, and I'll just be making a bridge that will go straight towards the direction where the tube is, so that I can actually find it later. So I'm just going to start making a bridge with some netherrack from this little area right here. And I'll see you after I've done that. Alright, so I've made probably the most inconvenient way to get over to my base, but it's good enough for now, because now what I need to do is enchant this flint and steel that I got, which I know it's not completely related to what I'm doing right now, but I just really like having an enchanted flint and steel. Alright, so now I'm actually going to start building the ice tunnel, but first, I need ice. Alright, so I've created this little ice path that goes straight from my portal right here, all the way over to that giant green tube, which leads to the rest of the areas on the server. So I'm just going to give it a test, and hopefully I didn't leave a hole into it, because a lot of this part is over a lava pool. So we'll just see over here, and boom. Alright, so it did actually not kill me, which is pretty good. So now I want to test just getting back up here, which should be easy enough because I just put a warped vine that goes all the way up. And also, I kind of like that you fly down whee, and land on this little area. It's pretty fun. So now that I've done that, it's a nice really way to get over to our area, but I need to label it now. So most of the other strangers, what they did is they put one of their own heads near the portal, or like a portal with a sign. So I might just do both of those, but the only way I can think of to get my own head is, well... Alright, so after that, I managed to get my own head, so I'm just going to place it right next to our little tunnel, and I'm going to put down a sign, and I guess I'll just sum it up in the most simple way possible. So, fast red space. That's probably good enough, and dye it white. So now that I've completed my nether tunnel, I feel like now is a good time to end off this episode of StrangeCraft. So far, the server has been a ton of fun, but if you like this video, then show your support in the comment if you'd like to see more videos like this on the StrangeCraft SMP. And also, make sure to leave a like if you liked the video, and if you really enjoyed it, then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!